Ciao, this is Marc Marcantonio. I just received my 3-in-1 Nosecone Transducer for my Ghost trolling motor, which I need to be able to run the new Ghost 360. So I'm going to go ahead and install it right now and walk you through the process. Should be a real simple install. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here is the box with the new transducer in it. Go ahead and get that opened up. Okay, here's the new nose cone. And it's got the 3-in-1 transducer on the bottom. There's a metal temperature sensor on it. And the cable tucked inside with the plug on the end. So that's the unit itself. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay. And the instructions that come with it tell you installation guide. I already looked at that online. Some new gaskets, new bolt. Take all of these out, set them on there. Okay, so the only thing that doesn't come with it that you're going to need is the tool to remove the bolt, and that is an 8mm hex wrench. Here's my 8mm one. Let's check and make sure. Yep, that fits. Okay, so we've got the bolt with the hex nut, the thick washer. Make sure it's clean. And gently put that into place, roll it into place. Spin it around a little bit, make sure it's not twisted up in there into a bind. Okay, that's ready to go. Take the cap off the new one, and there's a spot for the other black washer, O-ring I should say, to go into, and that fits right in there. And we'll set that aside for the moment. And we'll go ahead and remove the HDI transducer that's on my Ghost. This is my new Ghost 52-inch version. I had the 47-inch before, and because I fish big water like the Columbia River and the waves get really big, especially when the barges go by, I prefer the 52-inch. But for you guys that fish in the south and fish shallow water all the time only, the 47-inch is more than big enough. Okay, so got the wrench inside, just twist it off. And I see they have a little bit of lubricant on the O-ring that's in there, and lubricant inside on the bolt. Set this aside. Let's take a little more force to remove. Okay. And as you can see, the transducer nose cone is starting to separate. You can see the blue gaskets inside. Blue O-rings, silicone O-rings. Keep doing the unscrewing process here. All right, got that done. That's what she looks like. And here's the connector. Just untwist it. I'm gonna have to use 2 hands to do this. Okay, that's unplugged. There's the HDI. The old plug. Okay, even though those O-rings look perfectly good, since they gave me 2 new ones, I'm not going to take any chances of getting water intrusion. I'm going to go ahead and remove these. There we go, just squeeze it on one side. Get a little extra in it. Take them off. Okay, those are the 2 old ones. Set those aside. Take a rag and clean any moisture and debris out of there. Let's go ahead and put the new ones on. Push that on and slide it to the back all the way around. I like to smooth it all the way around just to make sure it's not all twisted, and if there are any twists that get in it from rolling it on, I like to smooth them out so they don't twist. Relieve the tension on it. Okay, those are both on there and looking good. Let's put the new Nosecone on. See if I can hold the camera and get the transducer cable connected. Okay, move the camera to where hopefully it'll stand up on its own while I do this. I decided to put on some Teflon lubricant, Teflon fortified bicycle grease. I use this with fishing gear all the time, since the instructions don't say anything about using any grease or lubricant. But since there was lubricant on the old HDI transducer seals, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on just to help it slide into position. And since this is Teflon, it's compatible with the silicone, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and I'm going to put it on the threads, the bolt a little bit. The other O-ring that's going in the Nosecone. Okay, now let's get the Nosecone on. It's got a slot here that goes over the skeg. You want to take the cable and make sure it goes around the shaft in the slots. Line it up with the skeg and then push it into place, and it moves right into position nice and smoothly that way with the silicone on there. Now let's take the new bolt that came with it. Oh, forgot to apply some grease on this O-ring. Put a little bit of grease on this O-ring as well. Again, the instructions don't call for this, but the old one had similar lubricant on it, so I'm going to do it like the old one was. And got that on there. Stick that in. nice and evenly. Get it snug. Give it a little extra. There we go. Okay, that's on there nice and firm. Now, remember the other O-ring that was in the kit that came with it that goes in the groove here. I've got that lubricated with grease, the new cap. It's got pipe threads on it. And this you just tighten down to about 5 pounds of torque. All right, that is it. Now we're ready to utilize Ghost 360. All the software updates have already been done on my units. All the software updates are finished. I've got the Ghost, the active target transducer on. I've got the Ghost 360 now, so now I'm ready for being able to find structure quicker with the Ghost 360. And once I find the structure quickly with the Ghost 360 or cover, weed beds and so forth, then I'll use the active target transducer and pinpoint them again and pinpoint any fish activity that's going on with them and start casting and catching. Hope that helps you. This is Marc Marcantonio. Ciao.